Mastering crosshair placement is simpler than you think, and in this video, I'm going to share everything you need to know in order to get crosshair placement that rivals Radiance. If you don't already know me, hey, I'm Corey. I've analyzed hundreds of hours of pro VODs to see what makes their mechanics different. I hit Immortal 3 last act abusing what I've learned, and I've coached dozens of students in the past few months. While everybody can extract value from this video, I'm going to assume that you understand the basics of the game, and unlike other guides, I'm actually going to treat you with respect. I'm not going to waste your time with generic explanations, and I'm not going to overstimulate you with editing that's designed for a child. Instead, I'm going to give you a framework that makes improving your crosshair placement simple, and drills to follow along while you're watching this video that could literally improve your crosshair placement in the next 30 minutes. If you want this video to be worth your time, I highly recommend pausing the video and opening Valorant right now. My approach to optimizing crosshair placement is simple and scarily effective. It's composed of two components: 1. Foundation, and 2. Application. Contrary to the names, both of these phases can be mastered to an infinite extent, so whether you are silver or literally radiant, each of these sections can and will help you better your crosshair placement. First, the foundation phase. The foundation phase includes building up your map knowledge and passive aim, but also the overlooked mouse control aspect of crosshair placement, which includes your vertical stability, tracing, and angle switching technique. Before going into the drills, let's break each of these elements down. Map knowledge is knowing where all possible head height positions are for every angle. Passive aim is the habit of always having your crosshair locked onto the edge of a wall or angle while your gun is out. Vertical stability is your ability to move your crosshair horizontally without unintended vertical movement while tracing and flicking. Tracing is your ability to precisely track a stationary position while moving. And angle switching technique is just regular flicking technique properly applied to your crosshair placement. All of these elements work together to not only make your crosshair placement pass the eye test, but to also make your crosshair placement genuinely feel functional in ranked games and will lead to you hitting more headshots. I've seen so many students with crosshair placement that passes the eye test but doesn't actually help them hit shots. And after covering the drills for this section, you will never have this problem again. Okay, let's get into the routine. Look, I'm really not trying to waste your time, so please respect yourself and your own time by pausing the video, launching Valorant, and actually following the drills while you're watching. If not, you might as well just go watch some skill caps. Anyways, the routine to work on the foundation phase is simple. We're going to start in the range developing the mouse control aspect of crosshair placement, and then going into a custom match in order to master your map knowledge. None of these steps should be skipped even if you are a Radiant player. To do this first drill, hop into the range as Jet, turn on 50 eliminations, and dash into the middle. Track each bot for 2 to 3 seconds while moving before you kill them, and when flicking to your next target, try to do these two things. 1. Focus on moving your crosshair in a straight line without variations in the y-axis. This helps train your vertical stability. And 2. Use proper flicking technique even if the target is behind you. Start your flicks fast and release tension the closer you get to the target. This will make it easier for you to transition into the micro adjustment and allow your eyes to acquire the target near the ends of your flick since your crosshair is moving slower. Essentially, start your flicks fast but decelerate as your crosshair gets closer to the target. This doesn't mean that you're flicking slow, it means that you're trying to have control over your mouse at the ends of your flicks. This drill made me really comfortable with my crosshair placement in deathmatches and in ranked games. Even if it looks super easy, it challenges your vertical stability more than you've ever trained before and makes you very comfortable when switching between angles with good technique. In this drill, you don't know where the bots behind you will spawn, and so when you do this wide flick, you have to use good technique in order to acquire it smoothly. But in ranked games, in deathmatches, you know the maps already. Mastering this drill, mastering your flicking technique, makes the chance of you accurately flicking to these new angles incredibly high. Also, no, do not use angle snapping, whatever the fuck it's called, don't do that shit. Okay, now pause the video and try the drill out for yourself. Even if you're just doing it once or twice, just try to get a feel for it. For drill number 2, you're gonna hop into a custom match with cheats on. Pause the match timer and end the game phase so it says 140 at the top, and then turn all the cheats on. The goal of this drill is to improve your map knowledge as well as improve your passive aim. In order to do this, you're gonna need to follow just one rule. When you're holding a rifle, your crosshair is at the edge of a wall, not inside of it, at the edge of the wall, at a head height position. In this drill, we're not trying to improve pre-aim, we're not trying to improve movement, we're just exploring, roaming around the map with childlike innocence. Making mental note of different elevations, marking down common angles, or even just practicing switching between angles with proper flicking technique. Do not worry about your peeking technique, do not overthink your movement. If your crosshair is at the edge of the wall at a head height position, then you are doing this drill correctly. Stay in motion, but don't be afraid to stop and mark certain things down, tracing the different lines that people can move in. Understanding this stuff to a high level makes your aim feel so much more fluid in real situations because you understand exactly where your crosshair should be and all the potential variations in elevation that an enemy head could be in. But at all times, remember the one rule of this drill. Always have your crosshair on the edge of a wall when your rifle is out. If you want time to just move faster, pull your knife out and look at the floor. But if you are trying to do this drill properly, your crosshair should always be on the edge of the wall. Now I want you to hop in Valorant, try this drill out for 5 minutes, and then if you want, you can try playing a deathmatch after because you'll instantly feel the results. Some of you watching might be concerned that I didn't cover peeking technique or how to actually pre-aim angles. I have two very good reasons for this. The first reason is that if you watch any Radiant VOD, you would be able to see how rare proper pre-aim is actually being used in ranked games. The second reason is that this drill will simply help you develop better pre-aim even without practicing it directly because of your improved map knowledge. It's simply just more worth it to practice tracing over pre-aim. Small nuances like this are super easy mistakes to make in your training. That's why I started 𝐁𝐮𝐬𝐢𝐬, a community for people obsessed with mechanics just like you and me. Instead of guessing what your weaknesses are or how to train them, let me help you out instead. Over the summer, I'm literally hosting 8 group coaching sessions a month. Inside these, I watch your gameplay, tell you what your weaknesses are, how you can train to improve them, and most importantly, I get to know you so that the next time I watch your gameplay, I can give you advice that builds off of the last. If you're a more serious player, I also do one-on-one coaching where I can create a personalized training plan for you that will make your mechanics click and feel natural in game. You can join 𝐁𝐮𝐬𝐬𝐬 today, the link's at the top of the description. Anyways, the second section on application is what makes crosshair placement actually work. The skills we're going to practice in this phase are going to help you react faster and hit your shots a lot more consistently. These two skills are mastering your stopping windows and practicing linear click timing. Both stopping windows and linear click timing are not inherently a part of crosshair placement. But in order to properly apply your crosshair placement and secure kills with your crosshair placement, this is what you need to work on. Stopping windows is a movement concept that I covered in the first part of the Mechanical Masterclass series. Basically, you should be preemptively stopping multiple times when you anticipate an enemy is about to appear on your screen. In practice, it looks like the gameplay in the background right now, where you can observe multiple preemptive stops before I even see an opponent. This is one of the more advanced concepts that I covered in my movement guide, and there's a lot of drills in there that will teach you how to master stopping windows. Stopping windows enhance the benefits of your crosshair placement so much that I had to mention them in here, but it is a movement concept, which is why I'm not going so in depth on them in this video. Linear click timing scenarios are ones where the bots have a very predictable path. This will help with your in-game click timing while holding or switching angles, as well as making micro adjustments on swinging targets. The custom match drill in the foundation phase teaches you the potential paths of your opponents. In all of these scenarios, the bots have a predictable and, well, linear path. And in Valorant, the same is true for your opponents. For almost every angle in the game, you know the exact path that your opponent's head can travel along. Linear click timing will help you react better to the velocity of your opponents, and you'll be able to time your clicks a lot more accurately. Again, stopping windows and linear click timing are not exactly crosshair placement concepts, but they significantly help with the application of it. In the description, you'll find a free Notion document that provides a little more detail on how to use these drills to improve your crosshair placement, along with a 𝐶𝐽𝑒x playlist for linear click timing. If you feel like your crosshair placement is currently holding you back, bookmark the training routine and try it out for a week or two. If you want me to personally help you develop your mechanics more effectively, join 𝐁𝐮𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬 today.